Oh, what's going on, everybody? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit a comment down below. Let me know in the comments down below. This one might stir up some trouble, but I hope it doesn't stir up too much trouble. You already know what it is. It's Francis from Next Up Sports Talk. Hashtag NST. Hashtag Reggae Boyz. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Whether you agree or disagree, I want to hear and I want to respond, and let's have a dialogue back and forth because we can learn something from one another. And I appreciate those type of conversations that we have. All right. Now, again, the Reggae Boyz, in my opinion, the Reggae Boyz strikers needs better service to score more goals. I'm going to explain more because it might ruffle a few feathers, but it's not meant to. It's meant to encourage on the other half of this musical interlude. Let's go.
This is Next Up Sports Talk, yeah, homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you, cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah, next up, next up, yeah, next up, next up, next up, next up. Next Up Sports Talk. Don't even trip, homie, we got you. Yeah.
Here we go. 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 What does Francis mean by the Reggae Boyz strikers need better service to score more goals? This is exactly what I mean. As you're advancing from the defense, Greg Lee, Hector, Lambakisa, whoever is that got the ball on the back line, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, when they advance the ball to the midfielders, Cairo Anderson, Casey Palmer, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, whoever is controlling the ball in the midfield, I believe they should press forward as close to that 18-yard box as possible by knocking the ball around, maybe beating a defender or two, moving it, to give the strikers an opportunity to not receive the ball 20 to 25 yards out, but rather 18 to 12 yards in. So from the 18-yard box and below, I think is where our strikers need to receive the ball so they can be clinical, so they can be aggressive. Instead of having to beat 3, they might have to beat maybe 1, maybe 2, based on the service that they're receiving in the right areas. The right areas. Those over-the-top balls are good, but not all the time. Every time you pick up the ball, you're looking to dart it into the box. It's better if we advance it, because even if we get the ball into the 18-yard box, the counterattack is less likely because we're kind of in a set position defensively wise. It's in front of us. Everything's in front of us. We can see it coming. We can see the counterattack coming. So that the wing backs can get in their position. Defensive midfielders get in their position as the center back is doing what they do best, making sure they control everything on the back line. The goalkeeper is definitely keeping everybody in line as well, because everybody should be talking. There should be a lot of talking, communication while they're on the field about what is going on, what is not going on. Now, I'm not saying that the service isn't good. I said it could be better. In other words, could be more focused attacks. The runs could be better. Like I said, I like to see Dixon be on the ball instead of played. I prefer him to get the ball and make something happen versus run on to the end of it. I don't think he's at that place yet where he can run on to the end of it in his young career and be clinical in terms of one-touch shoot or shoot on the first touch. He usually has to take a touch and kind of get himself moving and grooving. Shamar Nicholson Moore can get a touch and get a strike on it. But I like to see them play higher up the pitch. I don't want to see my striker 30 yards away from the goal. I want to see him 18 and below. So Bobby Reed and Cairo Anderson and Casey Palmer and Daniel Johnson, they got to do a better job of getting closer to the 18-yard box with the ball, so they can give that nice through ball that they can play the winger and the winger can play it in, because everybody's close enough to the box already. So the adjustment is not really there in terms of having to make a long run to the box to receive a long cross coming in. Everybody's kind of in that area already. So the service is shorter. It's more concise. It's more to the direct. And it's less 50-50. In the air, it's 50-50. You know, a ball can bounce anyway. You can get a toe on it. Those things do happen in the game. But if you've reached this far in the video, my people, please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Don't cost you nothing. What it does is help grow the show, continue to support the channel as we continue to bring you our thoughts, our opinions, and facts on this beautiful game that we love, which is football, especially Reggae Boyz football. Smash that like button. You understand? Give these players an opportunity, give these strikers an opportunity to get on the end of some balls a little bit closer to the opponent's goal, and so they can be as clinical, take fewer touches to get their shots off in those particular areas. So the likes of the midfielders, I feel like from the defensive line, they get the ball, they push it in areas where they're going to push it out to the wingers, and the wingers push it back to them, and they're playing and waiting for an opportunity to open up. They're drawing out the defender, waiting for an opportunity to play a through ball or to play Dixon onto, you know what I mean, an open space ball where he can, you know, do his thing, or Shaman Nicholson where it's a one-on-one, a 1v1, you know, close to the 18-yard box, if not inside the 18-yard box, and there's a potential for, you know, a rebound, is a deflection, miscommunication, and everybody's kind of there, you know, pouncing on it. Also, I'd love for my midfielders to test the goalkeeper. If you're 18 to 25 yards out, if you have it in your legs, to keep the defense honest, to keep the goalie guessing that you're not only looking for the best pass, but try to pick out the back post, the near post. Try to catch the goalie off guard. Test the goalie. I prefer for my midfielders, if I was in charge, and I'm just giving you my opinion, my midfielders to take shots at the goal versus try a through ball over the top, a difficult through ball over the top, turnover, which leads to a faster counterattack. Then when you take a shot on goal, the goalie, one, has to make sure he secure the ball first and then look to advance the ball. At that particular point, you're looking to get back into your defensive shell, your defensive set scheme. But you've tested the goalkeeper. You never know. A finger, he might slip. He might take a deflection. I like my midfielders to take 2 to 3 shots at goal throughout this 90 minutes or however long they're on the field for. Especially 18 to 25 yards out. Anywhere 18 to 25 yards out, I like for my midfielders to test the goalie. Yeah, keep him honest. If the forwards are not getting the opportunity to get on the end of balls to attack the goalie, I'd like for my midfielders or my wingers to try every now and again. In swing to a back post. Try to catch the goalie out of position. If you see it, take an opportunity. But that might not be the message of Coach Hargrimson. I'm just telling you what I would prefer for my midfielders, so that the strikers and the defenders can't really set and just wait for the over-the-top ball or a through ball. They have to play the midfielders honest as well, because they're also shooting. If you've reached this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Especially this topic right here. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or you disagree with my sentiments, with my thoughts, and our strikers needing better service from our midfielders and for whoever that's providing service to them, especially on the ground. Especially service on the ground. I want to see more ground service. I want to see more ground service to our strikers and to our wingers making diagonal attacks into the box. Enough of the flick-ons. Let's make solid plays. Let's control the ball, make a solid play. The heel and the flick-ons, they look pretty. But you need teams that are good, especially good individual players. You're not going to beat them like that too often. So we don't want to start up with the bad habits. We want to keep the good habits where we're controlling the ball. We're making nice, simple passes, simple to the point passes. No question about it. We know what it is. It's simple. It's to the point. It's not flashy. It's not fancy, but it's right. It's not flashy. The pass isn't fancy, but it's consistent. And it gets to where it got to go every single time. That should be the vision and the goal of the players when they're out there. They're playing. If you're not doing it on the training pitch, don't do it on the field. Don't do it on the field. But I'm imploring, man. I'm trying to give energy. I'm trying to pump up our midfielders, K-Roy Anderson, Casey Palmer, Daniel Johnson, Adrian Reed Jr., Bobby Reed. Take some chances on goal, man. Take some chances on goal. You might score one of these beautiful goals. Take some chances on goal and give these strikers better service, man. Give the ball at their foot, not in the air. Get the ball to their foot so they can do what they do. Do what they have been brought in to do, which is score goals. But put them in good positions, in stride. They don't have to turn. Good body position, good body structure when you're giving them the ball. So they don't have to do too much turning, too much work. It's more of just being focused on putting the ball in the back of the net. Please, Reggae Boyz, midfielders, players who are providing service to the strikers, to the wingers. Let's do the best we can to put them in the best position for them to do what you do what you do, they do what they do, and everybody do what they do. Peace and love. You already know what it is. It's Francis from Next Up Sports Talk. Hashtag NST. If you want to know what's going on with the Reggae Boyz here at Next Up Sports Talk, jump in the community post. We're building a community here. Definitely get in the community post. I look forward to seeing you there. Like up, comment. Catch y'all in the next one. Let go.